is that not okay?
It's not because your age, obviously.
Yeah.
You've got to get your ID scanner.
Right, okay, that's
Part of the license, so we can't.
Can I ask you any questions?
You can ask me whatever question you want.
Do you actually stationed here, or have you got a customer waiting or something?
What's that?
Well, you're two paramedics.
So we're based for the club.
Oh, you hide by the club?
Yeah.
I see. So do you have a vehicle to rush them off if they need it? No?
No, we're just for the customers here.
I see. So, well, I thought the initial impression I got was like there was something happening because you were here and like you're waiting or something for the stretchers to come out and drive off.
Inside the club. So
all right. So, but you're normally inside, are you?
Yeah.
And if someone passes out or something, you're over to help them. Yeah. That's good, isn't it? That is good.
Yeah, the club pay for it.
Yeah, that's good. Because years ago they didn't have all that. They just used to drag you out or call an ambulance or whatever.
Not anymore. Even if you walked out for being drunk or being intoxicated, you'll be looked after and make sure you get home safe and got your stuff.
Yeah. No, that's good. Because I was a binge drinker for 25 years, and I packed it in when the day my son was born.
Yeah.
Something happened in my head. I couldn't get drunk. I could get drunk and I'd be falling about, but my brain wouldn't let go. Yeah. You know, like when you have a 3 or 4 and you get a little bit merry and you fuck everything. Yeah. And then the day he was born, I was like that, drinking, and I'm sitting there thinking, I'm not drunk. And I got up and I nearly fell over. Yeah. My body was drunk, but my brain.
How long have you been dry for now?
35 years.
That's good.
Yeah. Well, I say dry, I mean, I'll have a pint. I'm not an alky, but I was a binge drinker. I used to go out Friday, because I work like all week in the site. Then I go out the Friday night, then if I got up in time, I'll go out Saturday, definitely Saturday night, and maybe Sunday afternoon, and then maybe Sunday night. Of course, Monday it's never again, Tuesday it's never again, Wednesday it's maybe, Thursday it's can't wait, Friday you get paid and you're out. And it's like a never-ending cycle. And it's hard to get off, you know what I mean?
Once you're stuck in that rut,
but the minute my son was born, something clicked, and I just stopped. You know, because I had.
Stay fit on this thing, though.
Well, it's electric.
Still got a pedal, haven't you?
Well, there's 5 settings, and if you're on the first one, you do have to pedal a bit.
Yeah.
Second one, not so much, and so on. But when you're on 5, you might as well have a throttle. You know what I mean?
Moving, though, doesn't it?
Pardon?
Keeps you moving and mobile.
It does. That's the main thing. That's why I'm out, because I need to get out. I spent a year on the couch, all that COVID and all that. I was depressed, mate, nearly. And I sort of come out of it, and I was watching YouTube videos, these guys going around filming the coppers and all that. Yeah. And what happened was, I sat down in, the Brunel. It was November the 5th, the Brunel down the bottom, the shopping centre. Oh, sorry. Well, there's down in the new town, there's a shopping centre called Brunel. It's indoors, and they had a little seat in there. Well, it was November the 5th, I forget what year it was, but it was the start of the second lockdown. Yeah. And I went in there, and I've got sciatica, so I walked into town, because as you walk, I don't know, you're a medic, you might know. Yeah. When you walk, it comes off you. So I got into town, I was knackered. Went in that Brunel, because they got nice soft seats, not like the hard ones, they've got soft seats, so I went in there and it was fenced off. It was roped, not like them barriers they have in the cinema, the elastic band thing. Ones, and it was roped off, but he left the end out, just a little bit on the end. I thought, I'll just have a sit down for 5 minutes. I sat down 2 minutes, this security guard come up, you can't sit there, we've locked it off. I said, well, this bit, I had a big iron.
Yeah, it's not locked off.
So, it wasn't. So, to and fro, they call the police.
Why you say me lady?
The minute the police come through the door, they fucking jumped on me. Two of them. They didn't do jack shit till the police kit arrived, and they seen the police at the corner of the eye. They jumped on me, got me to the deck. Then a policewoman jumped on me back like I was a fucking horse like this. And she wasn't slim, put it that way. She wasn't fat, but she wasn't slim. She jumped on me, hands up the back, cuffs, got taken to the van pulled up, put me in the back of the van, and the woman who drove the van got lost, because all Swindon town centre down the bottom there is all pedestrianised and they've got bollards. But she should have come out the way they went in.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because you think, well, we came in that way.
you're getting driven round
So
everywhere.
she went left, can't get out, bollards. Then she went back, right, and then she had to go right up. Anyway, one thing or another, they got me in the police station. I wouldn't give me my name, wouldn't give me address, wouldn't give me fingerprints. So I'm standing by the fingerprint machine like this, and he said, right, we're taking your fingerprints. I said, no, you're not. So he grabbed my hand, and I'd already had a thing with the handcuffs. He grabbed my hand and he went like that, and I pulled away from him, and then they all jumped on me, and I started defending myself as you would. You know what I mean? It wasn't like I was hitting him or anything, because they had hold me. So I ended up biting him on the hand, and I ended up biting another one on the leg. Yeah, I got done for attacking. I think it was either 3 or 4 emergency workers. They call them emergency workers. They weren't policemen and security guards, but they didn't charge me right away with the security guards. They charged me with the policemen, and I got home and I thought. And then about a month later, got another letter through saying the other 2 pressed charges. And like, between then and going to court, because it was about 6 or 9 months, I went into a deep depression. You know, because I thought I was like, I'd been mistreated.
Yeah,
and they were still prosecuting me.
Yeah.
And
it's crazy, isn't it, how your day can take a turn?
Yeah, well, every time now I go out with a camera, especially if I go in there.
You should get these mounts.
Well, yeah, I know. Well, I've got that, and I've got this one on here.
Yeah.
So what I do, I put that in my pocket if I go in the shop. When I come out the shop, I've got it loud. So if anyone attacks me or anything, I'm ready for them.
So do you do the whole YouTube thing?
I do. I've got loads up, mate.
Have you?
Yeah, there's some good ones as well.
What's your channel?
UNOME. I call it You Know Me. You know me, or it could be you know.
Will I be on there?
I can cut you out if you want.
Nah, I'm alright.
But it's good about you being in the club. It's good information for people. They might want to come in.
No, we don't mind. I don't mind you filming me.
They might want to come in known as medics.
Yeah.
Rather than go round the corner where there's no one.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's good for you, like.
There's always this misunderstanding as well about filming, isn't there?
There is. They think you're a pervert, paedophile, or because I do sites as well. See, there's a site there down by Tesco's, right down on the opposite side of what I call Swindon. This is the old town. The real, you know, the new town. It's not called New Town, but on the other side there's a Tesco's, the massive one, you know, and there's a building site there. And I was going through there the other day, and I was going to the Oasis. Probably it's like a big dome swimming pool, and it's shut down, and it's at its nadir. Do you know what I mean? And they're going to do it up now. So my son said to me, stop all this audit and shite. I'm not an auditor, I'm just a nutcase. So he said, stop all that. He said, go and film the Oasis, because it's A, it's going to get knocked down, or B, it's going to get done up. Well, I found out later it's going to get done up. So I went down there, and I'm passing through Tesco's, and I go past this building site. Well, I'm a carpenter by trade, and I seen these big truss. They're like truss rafters, what we call truss rafters, they're archways. They're made of laminated timber. What's it called? Yeah, well, laminated timber. So I thought, I'll film this. So I started filming. I got off my bike, set my bike up, and I had my camera. And I'm going around the site, and I film this side, then I film the end. You can't film the other end because that's from Tesco's, and there's a big wooden fence what you can't see through, but their fence is like wire. So I'm going round and round and round, and then I get to the gate where they go in and out, you know, and it's open, it's wide open. So I know from watching all the auditors, there's no restrictions. They didn't have a sign saying private. You know, when you go to the site, it usually said report to the site manager. You must wear that, none of that, nothing. 2 wide gates open. So I went up to because there was another fence, and I talked to the site manager, and I told him, I said, look, I'm a chippy, mate. Because he come up to me, he's a Welsh fella, he said, what are you doing, boy, or, you know, some of this. And I could see right away he was going to kick off, but I started to calm him down, and I said, oh, I'm a chippy, mate, I was just making a film because of the laminated, which it was the truth. But they had to kick off. So they came out and they said to me, you can't be here, and I said, I can. And I thought, oh, fuck them.
Do you get much trouble from people?
Oh, big mate. Go on my channel. Do you want me to write it down? You've got a pen. Have you not? Are you on the?
I've got YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah. Go on YouTube and type in UNOME. There might be 3 or 4 because someone stole my name or I stole their name. You'll see my face. And have a look. I can't see, mate. I haven't got my glasses. Is that my face? There's millions. I do 2 or 3 a day.
Good, man.
Have a look at the one, I think it's called Taffy, was a Welshman. Taffy gave me grief. I think that's the one.
Yeah.
And that's the one I'm telling you about. And yeah, I wasn't even going orders and I was going to film. My son asked me to go and film.